What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Welcome to another episode of The Excellent Adventures. It's been some time since I've done this series. I guess you could say this is The Excellent Adventures of the Tachyon Galaxy, or Galaxy Eyes. That kind of depends on how you want to look at it. I feel like those are two archetypes that are very similar. A lot of their cards kind of work with each other. If you've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, you know, Kaito and Mizar dueled like a billion times in the show, and a lot of their cards are incredibly powerful. They're like these really big rank 8 dragons. They're very similar, and the archetypes have natural synergy with each other. The new card, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, I just spoke glowingly about this when I reviewed it. I said that it was essentially like perfect card design because if you play it in its own archetype, it gets so much better than it already is, and it's already a pretty decent card, but you know, it gets protection. It gets basically like negation on it. It gets to search during your opponent's turn for like a Galaxy Eyes card. It's just a really strong monster. You are going to see this thing like take over some games. You'll also see one of my old school favorite cards be summoned on this in this little journey that we're gonna go to. I think we have 4 duels to cover, and yeah, it's gonna, some of these cards, some of these big boss monsters are just gonna take over the game. So this first duel is against Blue Eyes. Let's go ahead and run it, and let's see who's gonna go first. So we see a trade-in. Galaxy Wizard is going to be used to make itself level 8, and you see him go on the expedition, and then basically he's just going to summon the Photon Lord in defense. It is a little disheartening that you have to generally summon this boss monster in defense, but it's got a 30, like it has 3,000 defense, so you basically want to summon it in that. He's going to get his free search. And let me pause right quick. I probably would have negated the Melody of the Awakening Dragon just because it would have kind of like, it would have taken 2 cards from your opponent right there, but he doesn't do that, and that's unfortunate because his opponent says, look, you ain't the only one that can summon Galaxy Eyes Xyz, and this is actually going to be just like a rank 8 battle as his opponent summons the Dark Matter Dragon, then gets a Blue Eyes as well, but he can fight back. I believe he can anyways. Galaxy Zero is going to get him that Photon Dragon back from his grave, and then he goes for Galaxy Knight, which is essentially like, it's kind of like a wolf bark for the deck, or I guess you could say like a Blackwing Blizzard. Check this out, goes into the Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and oh my god, this thing does too much damage. 6,500 attack that can actually attack multiple times in a turn. This was the cover card of not Cosmo Blazer. I'm gonna say Primal Origin is my guess. I don't know if that's right or not. Maybe it wasn't Primal Origin. Maybe it was, oh man, I don't know. It can't be Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. That was Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. It was one of those Zexal sets though. Second duel is against Demise, the new Demise cards, and you are going to see my good buddy Light and Darkness Dragon make an appearance. I never thought of Light and Darkness Dragon in like a Galaxy deck, but he can summon it turn 1 relatively easily. He's going to use Photon Sanctuary. That gets him 2 tokens on the field. You can tribute those 2 tokens and check your boy Lad out on the field, and oh my god, against a ritual deck, like what can they do? He activates the Break of the World, that's negated. Pre-Preparation of Rites, that's negated, and I think at this point he finally realized like, oh god, I'm not getting any cards to activate, and he goes for the Devi Ritual activation, but it is going to be negated. Now, since it's a hard once per turn, like, he gets to keep it in his hand, but it's still negated, unfortunately, and he basically has to take the damage. And this is one of the problems with ritual decks. They're not generally known for having, like, good beater monsters that can just attack. Like, you can just summon them other than Malik Manju and Sanju, and those are only 1,400 attack monsters. So you basically have to wait for Lad to get very weak. Now, Lad is out of negates, but watch this play. This is actually going to be, I was like, oh my god, this is next level. He's going to make his Galaxy Wizard level 8, and then he's going to go on the expedition. That's going to summon Photon Dragon from this deck. He's going to summon Divine Felgran, and check this out. He negates his own Light and Darkness Dragon. Light and Darkness Dragon cannot negate any more cards, so not only does it become 28, so he actually gets more damage because of this play. He gets 28 twice, but then during the end phase, he gets all his counters back on his Light and Darkness Dragon because it again goes back to 28, and it you know, basically it forgets that it has used up all of its counters, and he basically gets 4 more negates on the card. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, that was next level. Obviously the ritual guy says, fuck this, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Cap, I'm out of here. He ends up losing that duel. Next duel is against Lightsworn, and this is definitely going to be a grind game. I love the fact that he has Tachyon Transmigration in his deck. This card is so amazing. Not only is it a counter trap that can potentially be activated from the hand if you do control a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, which I think he made in one of these duels if I'm not mistaken, but it actually can stop multiple cards. It's really weird like that, right? Like you respond to one card's activation, but it can negate like everything in the chain, and it's gonna make a very big impact in this duel. Let me not spoil anything. So let's go ahead and roll it, and I think he's up first. Trade in. Okay, Galaxy Wizard is not going to adjust its level this time. He actually just uses it for a search, and he's going to set Infinite Transience, which I think is a really good trap card in this deck. Use first or second. Just a really excellent trap card, and it's kind of like a hand trap and also just a regular trap as well. His opponent gets that Lucky Trick Clown +1. He's going to use Infinite Transience on Lumina, which I agree with. You don't want to let him get Lumina and Raida, but unfortunately he still is able to get to Minerva, and he gets that kind of, I don't want to call it a plus, like a half plus right now, right? Eclipse Wyvern. If he does happen to banish Eclipse Wyvern, then he'll add the Judgment Dragon, then it becomes like a full plus. But right now, it's just like a half plus. So, takes some battle damage. Lumina is not going to milk because of Infinite Transience. And where's he going to go? Galaxy Soldier. Okay, probably going to search Galaxy Knight to get that dragon right out of his graveyard. He's going to attack in the Lumina, but I think he may have forgotten about the Thousand Blades, although it's not that big of a deal. He's going to throw down his Photon Lord. He's going to search for the copy of a Galaxy Zero, which is kind of like premature burial for the deck. But man, I'm looking at that Judgment Dragon. Wait, double Judgment Dragon. And it might come down. Fairy Tail Snow is going to try to activate. Same thing with Eclipse Wyvern. But nope, Tachyon Transmigration is going to spin her ass back to the deck. And he also gets to negate the Eclipse Wyvern. Now, Judgment Dragon does nuke the field. But here's the thing. Photon Lord cannot be destroyed by card effects right now. So that's pretty good. I think his opponent didn't understand maybe why it wasn't destroyed, and he's like, oh no, he didn't do anything. I thought he was activating it again. So here's what happens. Since he can't attack over it, when he tries to mill, that's when he's going to negate and destroy it. Very smart. This is why I love this card, dude. 3,000 defense. Even Judgment Dragon can't kill this card. Like, this card is just actually nuts. And now he's going on the offensive. Okay, Thousand Blades going to come back. His opponent does have a second Judgment Dragon, but it can't use its effect. Now, I kind of question this. He's going to go for Lumina, basically, I guess kind of baiting out the Photon Lord. Judgment Dragon is summoned. I don't really understand why he has these monsters in it. Well, it's not that big of a deal. You can put him in defense mode. He is going to attack. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that I would have attacked right here with the copy of Thousand Blades. I would have put it in defense. He is going to get a wolf, and he summons that in attack mode too. And I'm like, dude, you are just crazy. Why are you leaving these monsters in attack mode when you only have 700 light points? Now, keep in mind, he does have some Fairy Tail Snow. So maybe because of the Fairy Tail Snow, he has like 15 cards, 16 cards in his grave. He's like, yo, Cap, I can stick my chest out. I got Fairy Tail Snow to defend me. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if I have 1,300 monsters on the field, but I don't know about that. He's going to revive that Photon Lord, and watch this play. Summons Light and Darkness Dragon. There will be no challenge today from Fairy Tail Snow. Shout outs to Wakanda. Fairy Tail Snow is not going to activate. It tries to target. It's going to get negated. Wait, he says, no, I got another Fairy Tail Snow. And every time she tries to target to negate, Light and Darkness Dragon is going to negate. And he runs out of cards in his graveyard. And ultimately, he's able to get that attack through with the Galaxy Full Armor Photon Dragon, losing his Judgment Dragon and his entire graveyard. And I guess the duel at the same time. Man, Light and Darkness Dragon is actually putting in that work in these duels. Then the final duel is against Mermail. And this is a duel that could have went either way, in my opinion, because he's actually going to do exactly what I think you should never do against Mermail, which is, yeah, kind of have an open field. He does trade him, but you leave an open field for Mermail. I mean, what Mermail player would not just start licking their chops and think, all right, well, this duel's over. I'm just going to OTK you, and that's going to be the end of this duel. But no, this is like the most passive Mermail player in history. All he does is set a Lindy, and he's just like, nah, I'm not an aggressive type, dude. Let's just be chill. Goes for the expedition after making his Galaxy Wizard. He made it level 8, then summoned the Photon Dragon from his deck, and now that he has Photon Lord on the field, I feel like he's can go a little aggressive. Even though the Mermail player is not really doing anything, he gets Megalo from his deck, but Megalo can't attack over the Photon Lord, and Photon Lord is just getting advantage every turn by searching cards from his deck. So it's a card you don't want to have your opponent have on the field. He's gonna go for the Abyss Lead, and yo, check this out, right? He discarded 3 cards for Abyss Lead. Not only is Abyss Lead not going to happen because he negates it with Photon Lord, but even when he activates all 3 effects, Heavy Infantry, Marksman, and Gundy, oh my god, Tachyon Transmigration, too good. It's just going to negate all 3 cards. Like, bitch, get out of here. He tries to go for Moon Glacier, tries to Delinquent Duel his hand. That's gonna get shut down with the Infinite Transients, and when Megalo tries to attack, even that's gonna get shut down by this random swordsman of Revealing Light who has enough defense basically to say no. And at this point, when he summoned the Galaxy Knight, got the Photon Dragon back from his graveyard, I was like, dude, I think he might drop some rank 4s, or excuse me, some rank 8s on you. And that's exactly what he does, summoning another copy of Photon Lord and then Titanic Galaxy. And now his opponent was able to, you know, not completely get blown out there, but you can kind of tell with his hand all bricky like that it was only a matter of time. Like, you can look at this duel and be like, probably within a turn or so, this duel is going to be over. And I feel like he actually might get rid of this Lanphalinkus, but that's probably going to backfire as well. He gets Book of Moon, PogChamp. No, he can't activate it because of a Tachyon, or what's it called, Titanic Galaxy. I guess he can activate it. It's just going to get negated. But yeah, he runs over Lanphalinkus, but that was actually probably a mistake because now you opened up his extra monster zone, and look what is going to walk through the Galaxy Prime Photon Dragon. Maybe that was the one on Primal Origin. He tries the Book of Moon. Nope, that's going to get sucked up. And watch this thing's attack. It is so real. I don't know which one of them boys from Zex will summon this, but pretty sure that they won the duel. Yeah, that's 88,000 damage. That's not even an OTK. That's just getting literally one shot by one monster. Like, that monster just one shots you with its over 10,000 attack, which is pretty damn crazy. But for those of you guys who are interested, let me pause the video for one quick second and show you guys the deck list. Okay, so this is what the deck looks like, and a couple things I noticed. Number 1, 3 copies of Light and Darkness Dragon in the main deck. I think that this makes a lot of sense. Not only is Lad still a pretty good card that can take over certain matchups, as you saw earlier, but he is running 3 trade-ins, so I mean he can kind of go nuts with his level 8s. I mean, a lot of Galaxy decks run or do that anyways. They run like a bunch of trade-ins because the deck naturally has a lot of level 8s because all the Xyz are level 8s. You see 3 copies of Tachyon Transmigration. I mean, he does run 5 traps. I like the fact that he gets a lot of utility out of some of these cards, like Infinite Transience is kind of like a hand trap. Breakthrough Skill can be used twice. Even got the Cosmic Cyclone in there, which this is a card that can be used twice, but people might not notice this. You can actually search this from Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So very interesting deck here. Doesn't need that many Twin Twisters when you do have a searchable spell and trap removal. And I don't know, I like the makeup of this deck. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.